Super Smash Bros. Is one of my favorite game franchises from Nintendo, and I really enjoy and have fun with their games, such as Brawl, which is one of the first Smash Brothers that we ever played with my brothers, which we had tons of fun on the Wii, and Smash Brothers Wii U, which that was much better and much improved than Brawl, actually, in my opinion, which we could not stop playing until the Wii U broke, actually, which kind of sucks. But yeah, that's my opinion what I think about the Wii U version. On March 8th, 2018, Nintendo announced that Smash Bros. Is coming to the Nintendo Switch, which my original thoughts, it was a Wii U port because Nintendo was bringing Wii U games to the Switch, such as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Hyrule Warriors, Bayonetta 2, and Super Mario Bros. U. At E3 2018, it was announced that it's a brand new Smash Bros. Title called Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, because they had every single fighter from Super Smash Bros. 64 all the way through the Wii U, including the DLC characters, which everyone was here. This got me pumped up for the game, and when they announced that we're going to have brand new fighters coming to the game, I was so hyped for it. So I ran out, pre-ordered it, bought these two exclusive GameStop controllers, which I highly recommend. It's like $24 each. But, oh my god, this is why I haven't been uploading videos, because Smash Bros. Is really, really addicting. So I want to share you my thoughts and opinions about the game and what I think about it. So is this the best Smash Bros. Game of all time? Find out.
Don't let a single one get away.
First off, I want to get the story more out of my head right now. So, no spoilers. So, I was kind of hyped for the story mode because what they shown us was that all the fighters has turned into souls, and it's up to Kirby, the last remaining fighter, has to save everyone and their souls. But what I think of the story mode, I think it's a disappointment in my opinion, because it didn't have those amazing cutscenes like Brawl did. Not to say that Brawl is better story mode, but I'm saying that it didn't have those cutscenes until you're fighting the boss battles or the final boss at the ending, which, like, it's kind of boring in my opinion, because in the beginning it's like a board game, which that's what the map looks like. It's a big old board game which you have to go all around fighting all these different missions you have to do. And you see, that's the only negative that gives me, is that I stopped halfway through, so I can't say anything about the story mode. It's just that it's too boring and it's not really good in my opinion. It's just you have to run around, do all these challenges, collect souls, add them up, makes you stronger. But yeah, it is what it is. The soul mechanic, it looks interesting, but I'm sorry, I can't say anything about the story mode because I stopped halfway through. So because it was kind of boring in my opinion, which the story mode wasn't really enjoyable. So I'm sorry, that's the only negative I have to give with this game. But that's not to say, let's talk about the fighting and the gameplay mechanics, which I will talk about right now. The gameplay here feels so much smooth and much better and well balanced for all each characters, and I think it did much better than the Wii U ever did in my opinion, which the Switch does everything right, and especially with the gameplay, it makes you have fun for the game. And they don't make some of the characters overpowered, because there are some of them they're kind of overpowered, but they make them that some of them recovery time sucks, and some of them are super strong, or some of them are super speed, which, like, they made them so balanced, which I'm really happy that they make some of the characters much balanced. And I was so happy that some of the characters, that the new cast actually for the roster, which is Ken, Daisy, and all those Echo Fighters, and Ridley, K.K. Rool, and I forgot Isabelle, and all those characters feel much useful actually. And I thought Ridley and K.K. Rool were not going to be able to be good characters, but I actually pretty enjoyed them. Mostly Ridley, because Ridley has really good attacks in my opinion, especially with the side B, which he can just grab you and throw you out the ring, which I think is really awesome, which I really like using Ridley in the game, which I never thought I actually enjoy Ridley more. And Ken, he's really good with his attacks when you go up close and personal, but his Up B is really not really good recovery time, which it kind of sucks because I don't know, but yeah, but I actually prefer Ken more than Ryu because Ken's a little bit stronger than Ryu in my opinion. But we're not gonna be talking about the whole characters, which I'll have to say if you guys have never played Super Smash Brothers before, I feel bad for you. But those people who knows about Super Smash Bros. And how the gameplay works, you guys definitely know how this game feels. Which, in my opinion, I think the gameplay feels so good and well balanced. And I'm really happy that they make characters much balanced in all of them. Alright, let's talk about the graphics real quick. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for the graphics, and I think it's much better than the Wii U version. And that's all I have to say because there's nothing else to say about the graphics. I love the graphics, and I appreciate Sakurai making the graphics much better than the Wii U version. So enough about the graphics. Let's talk about the modes, the different modes they have. There's classic mode, which if you getting bored of the story mode, I guess you could play classic mode, which you could fight waves of fighters and get to the top and beat the classic mode of your favorite character that you use. And there's training mode, which you train to be the very best in Smash Brothers. Which for me, I really don't care if I suck in Smash Brothers. I just really enjoy the game and have fun with my friends. And yeah, that's basically what I do. And I think there's a shop item, which there's a shops that you purchase like different soundtracks of the game. You can purchase clothing for your Miis and some soul stuff for your spirits. But yeah, that's basically what the shop is for, which it's not microtransactions pay for it. It's actually you get golden coins when you're fighting in a match or in the story mode, which you save those gold coins to buy these item stuff from the shop. So yeah. And there is replays, which you could replay and watch your fights, which it kind of sucks because for me, I cannot save it and convert it into a video to save it, which it kind of sucks for me. I don't know if it's happening for everyone, so I'm hoping for like an update patch for the game to fix that issue, in my opinion. So I'm hoping that they will fix that immediately too, because I really want to see back to my old gameplay fights that me and my friend were having fun with on online matches. So, and then speaking of online, there is online matches, which there is like 2 or 3 different modes for online matches, which one is quick play. If you want to take like a real quick match, which is quick play, you can pick 4-on-4 or team battles or just one-on-one fights. That's one of quick battles you can do. And there is custom room, which it's like basically it's like a custom room. Basically you make a room, and when you have a lot of people join your lobby and play Smash Bros, you can have one-on-one fights. Same thing for 4-player Smash fights. And yeah, that's basically what the custom room is. And there's spectator modes, you could spectate what the people are watching. So there's not enough to say about online. Yeah. So for me, online, I didn't have any problems with online. I think the online was okay in my opinion. But for me, there was a little bit of lagging issues for some of the matches that me and my friend had it. But either way, I had no problem with online. But the only problem that I have with online is the Nintendo system online pay for like $20 for a year and all that. I really didn't agree with that, but at least it's cheaper, so I don't care. But the online, it's okay. It's I like playing online, but yeah, it's just online. That's basically what it is. So I have no problems with the internet connection or the servers. Everything plays fine, and yeah, it's basically it for online. So the last thing we're gonna be talking about is the soundtrack. What did I think of the soundtrack? I think the soundtrack is really good. They have some of the classic stuff from Sonic, from Mario Kart 64 music is in there, and I think they have Street Fighter 2 music in there, which I really appreciate. Which I'm glad they have some of the old soundtracks that are in there, and they have some new soundtrack from Smash Brothers Ultimate, which is Light. I think Lifeline. That's what the song's called. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Which there is a Japanese version with it, which I think I enjoy the English version more, but I get the Japanese one I try too, so I enjoy both English and the Japanese song of it. But yeah, even they have the old Smash music in the game, which if you guys like Smash Melee soundtrack or the Wii U or Brawl or 64, you could play that when you're fighting with people, which I appreciate what they had the soundtrack. I think it was like over 800 soundtracks, which some of them I listened to, which they're actually pretty neat, especially like the old Zelda theme, which that gets on my head a lot, which I really enjoy the most. So yeah, so I'll give a 10 out of 10 on the soundtracks too, which I think they did an amazing job on the soundtracks. Now to give you my final verdict, what is my final verdict for this game? The one negative I have for this game is story mode. Like I said, it's boring in my opinion, and there's really not that much to do in the story mode because I stopped halfway through. So that's the one thing I have a negative for the story mode. I know there's some people out there who enjoy the story mode, but for me, it's just not really hooked on for me actually. So I'm sorry about that, guys. But the rest of the game is really good. I really enjoyed the 4-player smashes online and every modes that I played, which I took my time on this game, and this game is really so addicting, and I couldn't stop playing it, especially when I wanted to go back to the PS4 for a little bit, but I can't because I just want to play more Smash Brothers, which is really addicting. So yeah, so now I'm going to give you my final verdict. So I'm going to give this game a 9 out of 10, which I think is really worth it. If you guys don't not have a Nintendo Switch, I highly recommend for this Christmas you guys go out and get it, because this game right here is really good, and I hope you guys will go out and buy it. So comment down below what was you guys' thoughts and opinions about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. If you guys have it, if you guys want to go get it, just comment down below. So yeah, so make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Make sure you share this video out and many people possible and get this channel growing. And I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time.